Yeah, I mean, obviously, quick start. A good hockey game. From a fan's perspective, up and down the ice, it was obviously very exciting for everybody. But getting off the start and not clamping down and putting them away. Throughout the course of the game, and it was disappointing. To get the tie out of it. So it's just reflective, I think, in the even throughout the course of the third period. I mean. It was a very low scoring chances in the third until the overtime. The both teams had some great chances, and we had some tremendous opportunities in overtime to put the game away. So frustrating night, and that was probably the best way to put it. Was frustrating.
What do you think of the play on the second line with for Lynn?
They carried our team tonight. The other guys, with the four goals that they had throughout the course of the game, they were outstanding 5-on-5 all night long. They carried us and did a tremendous job. And we've been getting different lines produced on different nights, and for us to get it going, we need to produce more from all different lines. But they definitely did a job tonight.
What do you think you were doing, or you were able to do in the first 10 minutes that made you so effective, and how did St. Lawrence, kind of get?
It was a game of ebb and flows. I mean, I think that they scored on their first shot on goal. I mean, it was a breakdown, and then with a young guy, misses assignment on our second goal. I don't even think he's made that mistake in practice this year, let alone a game. And so they had a couple scoring chances in the first. They capitalized on both of them to make it a 2-2 game. So. They generate everything, a lot of their stuff off of power play, and that was frustrating tonight. I mean, that was the management of the game with, line changes and friggin', power plays and the consistency of I think our officials have been pretty good, but I just thought that was, was really a managed game. Was every icing it took like. A minute and a half to get set up. I mean, it's supposed to take 10 seconds if you can believe it. It shows like game's over tonight at 2:26. And so it was a lot of breaks. In play and talking and figuring out who's supposed to be out there and that, and just took the flow. I took the flow out of it, and obviously we had our chances. Penalty shot in overtime, 3 or 4 great scoring chances in overtime. To win it, and. So it's just a little frustrating.
What did you think as Cole was getting ready for that penalty shot in overtime?
Well, I wanted to find out, like he was tired, so the referee wanted to come over and talk and tell me, you can take the penalty or you can accept the penalty shot, which I know. I mean, I've been in hockey for a long time and I understand the rule. My question was, does he have to take it? And early in the year we had exact same play. So I don't know what the rule is. I don't know what the other part of the rule is. I don't know if, he has to take it or he doesn't have to take it, because early in the year we had the exact same play against us, and the official told us that you can choose anybody to take it. So I'll have to go back and check that part of the rule book on what's going on. But that's what it was. Cole came over just because the referee wanted to talk. So
the official told you that it had to be Cole?
The official told me it had to be Cole. And it just said we had 3 penalty shots against us earlier this year, and 2 of them the official said that it could be anybody. So it's just something we got to clarify.
Coach, how's Christian here?
I don't know. I haven't had a chance to go back to the training room and find out how he is.
How about tomorrow with a pretty good opponent coming in here? How big is it to protect your brand tomorrow night?
Well, it's obviously, I think that take out tonight some of the good things that we did throughout the course of the game. I think that part of a game like that tonight, you got to look at our penalties, and we had a couple of I thought there were good hits, but it ended up being penalties, and so you got to be careful not to take penalties throughout the course of the night, and be disciplined against Clarkson is a good hockey team, and it'll be a tight game. They've played many 1-goal games as we have, so it'll just be another good ECAC contest.
With as tight as the standings are, do you look at tonight as 2 points lost in a way?
I think you just look at every opponent's tough. I mean, you know, they got the #1 power play in the country, and they were able to produce to them today. You knew that going into the game. And we made 2 major mistakes on our penalty kill, and you know, one was a fortune. I think the one, you know, hit a bunch of guys and landed right in the guy's stick. The fourth one, you know, the couple guys hit Cole and hit another guy and landed right there. There's not much you can do about that. We made a major mistake on the first one, but. No, I think we played hard, and it was a wacky kind of game, and had our chances to win and didn't score, and you know, refocus and come back tomorrow. I mean, there's no easy teams. I mean, you know, St. Lawrence is a good hockey team. They're going to be just as good as any team we played this year, and our guys know that.
Coach, the Carey brothers, obviously putting up some big points this year. They were on the stat sheet a couple of times tonight, but how do you think overall that you did defending them?
Well, they had, you know, power play goals. They live and die on the power play. I mean, they're very good at it. They both shoot the puck. They have a good feeling for where both of them guys are. And when you make a mistake, I mean, the first goal they scored, Carey shot, and Wick picked it out of midair and tipped it in. You know, and you know, I said the second one he hit a bunch, but they forced pucks down to the net, and we talked about that where. You know, Matt Carey and Wick are the ones that get the power play goals. They collect garbage down there, and they're good at it. And so Wick had a great tip in, and so 5-on-5. You know, go back and look at the tape. I thought they were dangerous a couple times, but you know, overall I thought they did a good job controlling.
Seem to be driving a lot of pucks in just by simply carrying it into the crease and seeing what you could do tonight. Was that kind of the strategy with a guy like Wininger?
No, I think that throughout the course of the game we talked about. You know, we talked about, you know, like Dustin did a great job tonight, you know, being his check and bringing pucks to the net instead of staying on the perimeter. I thought as the game wore on, you know, we started being cute. You know, early on we forced some pucks to the net, got to the net for rebounds, capitalized on our rebounds. You know, in the third period, I don't know how many chances we passed up on shots right in the middle of the slot, you know, and trying to make that one extra play. And you know, so it was you know, bringing pucks to the net is part of, you know, any good offensive team wants to bring it to the net if they can and not stay in the perimeter. To answer your question on the carries, you know, 5-on-5, the guys did a good job. I mean, they're -1 in the game. You know, they're line, so 5-on-5, you know, the guys won the battle, but they won the battle of the special teams, which is kind of reflective of their team.
Obviously, a quick start to the game. What were they able to do to kind of get back into it there? After the first 10 minutes, you guys really had kind of lived in their offense, in their zone.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to come out strong, especially from the games last weekend, and we did. And they called a timeout, and it seemed to really slow down the game to just change the pace of the game, and it worked out for them. But you know, we got to keep going and play the way we want to.
What do you think of the line play between you, Brian, and Christian tonight?
We were definitely clicking out there. We seemed to know where everyone was, and I think we played a really strong game as a unit.
The aggression towards the end. Any thoughts on that?
Not a lot of thought behind that. Just it was a hard-fought game, and both teams were really into it. So.
At the end, as you see Cole getting ready for the penalty shots, what's going through your mind?
We all think he's going to score, obviously, and you know, it was a nice save by the goalie and a great shot by Cole. Wish it would have went in, but that's the way it is.
What do you got to do to come out here tomorrow and against a pretty good team, another big ECAC game, and protect your house?
Yeah, I mean, we owe Clarkson one. They took 2 points from us in their rink, and you know, we're looking to come back strong and tweak a few things in our game that cost us tonight. So we'll be ready to play tomorrow.
How you feeling?
I feel alright. It was a little awkward fall there at the end, but worked out in our favor. Nothing's wrong with my head or anything. No injuries. I'm all good.
You and Brian, Brian, and Dustin really played well in the second line. Anyway, you can talk about that.
Well, we kind of come together as a line, like we've been playing together for, you know, for a large portion of the year. But as of late, in practice, even we talked to Coach, and Coach pulled us aside and said that he really likes our line together, and you guys are going to be together for a while. Come up with a name, whatever. came up with the name, but it's not. Can't say it. But we're really gelling right now, and hopefully we can keep it rolling. Because last weekend we had trouble continuing it into game 2 in the weekend. So this weekend we're going to be focusing on bringing it tomorrow night.
Is there anything specifically with you that you feel is clicking? Earlier in the season you started off as one of those frontline guys and then became more of a bubble guy, and then now you seem to be kind of coming into your zone. Anything specifically going on with you?
I think I'm just trying to take the next step as a player. Take doubt out of the coach's mind. With playing me in any situation, just give him confidence in me, and that gives confidence in myself. And when I have confidence in myself, my teammates can see it, and everybody feels good when I'm out on the ice. Go ahead.
What do you think that next step is? Is that an offensive step? Is it a physical step? Is it?
Well, it's just decision making, making the right decisions. Whether it's getting the puck up the boards or making a handsy play in front of the net. It's just making the right decisions.
1 point's better than none, but what's the difference? How disappointing is it? You're up 2 goals early, you're up 3-2.
Right.
Not to be able to hold on to that lead several times.
Right. They have St. Lawrence has a good power play, and when you give them chances, they're going to capitalize on them. And when you score 4 goals in a league like we do. It's tough not to win, but when you put yourself in a situation like on the kill there, we took some not so great penalties today, and it bit us in the butt.
Being on this team last year, knowing what happened in the second half last year, now you've come out beginning of the second half with a couple of wins, a couple of ties. But what can you take out of last year's second half to make sure that doesn't happen again?
Just don't lose games, keep scoring goals, I guess. Shouldn't be a problem if we're scoring goals. If our offense is there, we're always pretty strong defensively. So we score more goals than them, we'll be fine.